Well, it was about a month ago, and I was sitting in my house with my family, basically doing this, self-isolating, staying at home, and I got a text message from one of my leaders. And my leader was giving me an update on what the reality is like during this pandemic in Central America and South America. And the images and videos that he showed me shocked me. It shocked me so much that I started crying because people are suffering. They're suffering on a whole nother level. And what I realized in that moment is that there's another pandemic that we're embarking on, and it's a hunger pandemic. That there are people all over the world that are going to be dying of starvation, more than normal. In fact, it's almost double the amount. Statistics say that about 130 million people at the beginning of 2020 were going to suffer from starvation. Now the number is at 265 million people. That's over double the amount. And the reality of it, when I saw those images of people who are dying of starvation from my leader, and reading those statistics, it moved me to take action. Because at ADA, we are always about providing essential needs to those who are in need. That's why we've always focused on water. And now we're going to begin to focus on food, because people are in need. And the reality is that there are supply chains that have been broken in these countries, and they're not able to get access to food. On top of that, these families can't work. There is no unemployment. There is no stimulus package. There's absolutely nothing. They are in desperate need of food. And luckily, we have leaders on the ground that have access to that food. And so this past month, we have been able to provide over 1,000 families access to food for the whole month. And that's been incredible. But the reality is that this is just the beginning. And so we're going to start a campaign called Food for Families, and we're going to focus on the next 12 months. And we're going to look to raise $150,000 to provide food for families for an entire year. And my hope is that all of us can come on board to help make a difference, to provide food for families right now, one at a time. So if you could join us, that would be huge. Now I know $150,000 sounds like a lot, but if we all pitch in a little, we can see us all collectively coming together to provide food for these families for this next year. Thank you so much.